Greetings! Thrilled to see so many people here today. Got some housekeeping stuff to go over. Before we do that, luck would have it, I have a joke for you. One of my daughter's friends from UVA took her car to the repair shop and said, you know, it's making a thunking sound when I go around the corner. Mechanic looked over, okay. So she left the car, and when she got back, it had a ticket. And it said, you know, $50, remove bowling ball from trunk.
Oh.
All right. Really? All right. Just as a reminder, we are videotaping this. So y'all won't be on video, but if you ask questions, your question may at some point be out on the internet for everybody to listen to.
Can you erase that joke?
Yeah, that's a joke. All right, some housekeeping stuff. Couple of housekeeping things. We started our Saturday workshops yesterday. We actually had 20 people here, and it was pretty good. You know, people ask questions, and we answer their questions. Thank you. Went from 9:30 till about 12:15. This coming Saturday, we're going to be doing it again. We're going to be going over lesson 3 in the book, which is read bids by opener and responder. Probably the most complex lesson in the whole book. Love to have you come out. It's $5. Provide warm Krispy Kreme donuts. There is a game this coming Saturday at the Bridge Center. The Bridge Center is celebrating its 55th birthday. So there's going to be a game. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an open game as opposed to an open and friendly bridge game. So if you come, I anticipate you may end up playing against everybody who shows up. That being said, you'd be welcome to join us.
Are you playing?
No.
I am.
How'd that happen?
You got invited.
Who's going to be carrying you?
And Ray.
Gonna have to talk to her.
I got a date.
All right, gotta love that. You welcome to playing the game. It's probably a fun game, but it's probably going to be playing against whoever shows up instead of just a friendly bridge game. Now, in 3 weeks, there will be a sectional tournament here in Richmond. 3 times a year, there is a big-ish tournament, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Richmond. It's going to be at the Clarion up at the Boulevard. They will have expert lectures before the Friday morning game and before the Saturday morning game. There will be friendly bridge only sessions, so you don't have to play against all the life masters in the room. It tends to be a good time. If you're playing in this room and comfortable with the pace, you get to come out and meet some really nice people. The expert lectures are good, and it tends to be a good time had by all. They'll have snacks and such. Yes, ma'am?
This is a serious question, and I think you just gave the answer, but what really is the difference between friendly bridge and the other games?
An unfriendly bridge?
Well, I didn't want to say that. I did not say that. You said it. It's on the tape. It wasn't me.
Actually, friendly bridge is the club name of the club that hosts non-life master games here in Richmond. Okay, so friendly bridge is synonymous with no life masters are playing. Okay, and we tend to be friendlier, for what that's worth. At a sectional, when we say there's going to be a friendly bridge section, what that means is there will be a section with only non-life masters. So you don't have to play against players as good as Paul. Because who wants to do that? Well, yes, I enjoy playing against Paul, but That's another story. Ah. All right. Questions on housekeeping stuff.
What time is the thing being held?
That's an excellent question. I am pretty sure the expert lecture starts at 9:30 and the game starts at 10:30. Game will run from 10:30 until 1:45 or so. Then there is a game at 3 o'clock that will run until 6:15 or so. And very similar to this game, we'll have hand records. And the nice thing about being at a sectional tournament is most of the best players in Richmond will come out. And if you know who they are, and if you'd like to know, we will certainly tell you, then you can say, you know, Mr. Gellis, we had this hand, how would you bid it? And he'll tell you, or any number of other experts. Yes, sir.
Any suggestions on where to park since that lot in Clarion is very tiny?
They have an upper lot. I mean, when we had the May dinner game, it was kind of crowded. They've got a lot up a ramp that, if you don't mind walking a little, it works out pretty well. That's where I parked, so I was late to the May dinner game. Okay, but you're not going to have a problem parking. You will have potentially a problem parking on the same level as the entry into the hotel.
If you come in for the class, you'll be able to get a parking. No problem.
Yeah, come in for the class, which I highly recommend the class. Won't have any problem. And by the way, I got to tell you, the expert lectures, on occasion, I have been asked to do the expert lecture. Yes, I was thinking the same thing. It's kind of odd that they'd ask me to do an expert lecture. We actually have a real expert coming out this time. I just don't know who it is. Yes, ma'am.
Is the expert lecture for experts?
Nope. No, great question. Is the expert lecture for experts? No, the expert lecture is for people who would be showing up to listen to a lecture, and it will tend to be non-life masters. Not that I don't occasionally get something out of his lecture, but for what that's worth. Other questions? Housekeeping stuff.
What's the cost of association?
Was it $10 a session? $10 a session. Yeah. Sorry. Other questions?
What's the exact date?
The exact date is going to be the 24th, 25th, and 26th of June. More housekeeping stuff. The 26th of June is a Sunday. There will be a team game that Sunday. We will be having Friendly Bridge that night, but there won't be a Friendly Bridge afternoon game for those of you playing the afternoon game. Okay, but that evening we will be here. Other questions? You might think I'm stalling before I have to talk about Blackwood and Gerber. I'm actually not. Today we're going to be talking about Blackwood and Gerber. They are two conventions that exist to answer one question and two questions. But the big question is, how many aces do you have? Okay? All I need to know from your hand is how many aces and potentially how many kings you have, and I know where we should play this contract. Blackwood and Gerber exist. Okay, to find out how many aces you have. Actually, Blackwood and Gerber exist once you find out that you probably have enough stuff for slam to avoid being in slam off two aces. Has anyone here ever been in a slam off two aces? Did it go well? Yeah. Actually, today we had a hand where there were two voids, and you could throw 7 spades up against the wall, and they were missing 2 aces. Kind of cool. It's a little bothersome since I was one of the people with the aces. It's another story. Okay, so black would exist to stay out of slam when you're off 2 aces. If you use Blackwood and find out you're off an ace and decide not to bid slam in general, you probably shouldn't have used Blackwood. Now, the mechanics of Blackwood are pretty darn simple. Have this auction. Okay. Got this hand. I got a smooth 19 count. Partner opens a diamond. Nope. Partner doesn't open a diamond. Partner opens a club. And I say 1 spade. Partner says 3 spades. And I say, oh my. Because I have a really big hand and my partner has, it sounds like, a really big hand. So what do I need to find out to place this contract? Is it possible we're off an ace? Yeah. Is it possible we're off 2 aces? Probably not. Okay, but if I want to find out how many aces my partner has, I can ask him. I've been 4 no. What if no trump has not been bid? Then bidding for no trump, once we have suit agreement, says, partner, how many aces do you have? Knowing when to use Blackwood is more complicated than actually using Blackwood. Because again, the responses are bizarrely simple. 5 clubs equals 0 or 4. You will know which. 5 diamonds equals 1, 5 hearts equals 2, 5 spades equals 3. So on this particular auction, I bid 4 no trump. My partner bids 5 diamonds. How many aces does he have?
1.
He's got 1. So with 1 ace, are we interested in slam? Yeah. Are we interested in 7? No. Because again, anyone ever been 7 off an ace? I actually never have. I think. I would remember. I would certainly have a partner who would remind me. So if partner bids 5 diamonds, he's got 1 ace. What contract do I want to be in? 6 spades. So what do I bid? 6 spades. When I bid Blackwood, I'm in charge. Okay? All I need to know from you is how many aces and how many kings you got, and I can place a contract. Now let's say that my partner bids 5 hearts.
You can. Well, yes, you
Yeah, I've got 2. Now, I'm going to say something really important. At some point during your bridge career, you need to be able to count to 4. Okay? I have, in the not so distant past, not been able to count to 4. And I'm thinking, this is great. We have all the aces, when in fact we had 3 of the aces. Fortunately, I wasn't didn't bid to 7 and everything ended up okay, but my partner kind of said, Ed, why did you do this? The this that I did was bid 5 no trump. Okay. Once you find out that your side has all the aces, if you are interested in 7, and only if you are interested in 7, you can ask your partner how many kings he has by bidding 5 no trump. And the responses are the same. 6 clubs is 0 or 4, 6 diamonds is 1, 6 hearts is 2, 6 spades is 3. So if my partner said he had 1 king, how would he show me that he had 1 king?
6 diamonds.
6 diamonds. Am I still interested in 7? No. Not still interested in 7, so I'd satisfy myself with a 6 spade bid. Now, if partner bids 6 hearts, then we got all the aces, we got all the kings. If this were the queen of clubs, I would have no qualms about bidding 7. Okay, with the jack, I'm still a little nervous, and so I might not. The only time really you want to bid 7 is when you can count 13 tricks. I know that our side has 13 tricks because I can count them. We're going to take this many spades, this many hearts, clubs, and I can rough a diamond or something that adds up to 13. Does that make a little bit of sense? Let me change this a little.
So with the jack, why would you even ask?
That's an excellent question. Okay? Because if my partner shows me both kings, then I still might not want to be in 7. If I don't want to be in 7, there's no really good reason to ask.
I guess there's one reason, right, which is partner, after you bid 6, looks at his hand
Right.
and can see, has got the ace, queen, 10, 9 of clubs.
Right. 5 no trump not only says how many kings do you have, it also says, partner, I'm interested in 7 if I catch you with unknown stuff. Thank you, Govind. So if my partner knows that I'm interested in 7 and knows we have all the kings, my partner can take the bull by the horns and say, I know something he doesn't know. I may want to go to 7 if my partner's interested. Okay. If that makes any sense. Other questions? Let's look at one more.
Which one of those is Blackwell? Which one is Gerber?
That was Blackwood. Blackwood exists where where no trump hasn't been bid. I always save 4 minutes to talk about Gerber because that's about how often I use Gerber. Blackwood comes up a lot more often because in Blackwood we tend to have suit agreement. In Gerber, no trump's been bid, and my partner tends to be balanced. So I have this hand. How many high card points do I have? 16. My partner's bid 3 spades. How many high card points does he have? 11 to 12, give or take. If my partner has 2 aces, how many tricks can we take? Yeah, it's not really a matter of high card points when you have unbalanced hands. Okay, so with this hand, what do I need to place the contract? If my partner tells me as an ace, what contract do I want to be in? I want to be in 6 spades. It doesn't matter which ace he has. If he tells me he has 2 aces, what contract do I want to be in? I want to be in 7. If he tells me he has 0 aces, what contract do I want to be in? Well, yeah, 4, but I can't do that if I ask. Okay. 4 no trump.
Is he telling you he has 4 spades?
My partner would be telling me he had 4 spades. But just for fun, I'll do that. Actually, we talked about this yesterday. 1 spade, 3 spades. If you have the agreement that that shows 4, I can show you an invitational hand with only 3 by doing something else. Good question. This hand, all I need to know is how many aces my partner has. Okay. Way back in the day, opening 4 no trump asked the same question, for what that's worth. But this hand, spade, 3 spades, 4 no trump. How many aces you got? My partner bids 5 hearts. How many aces does he have? 2. What contract do I want to be in? 7 spades. Boy, I hope this works. It's kind of fun making 7 spades on 24 or 26 high card points, by the way. They made out a lot less this afternoon, but that was not as much fun since I was an unwilling participant in that auction. Questions on Blackwood? All right. Gerber exists. Again, 2 ways to ask for aces. One of them's Blackwood. Okay, the other is Gerber. Gerber exists to find out how many aces your partner has once he has opened no trump. So I have a hand such as this. That'll work. Partner opens 1 no. How many aces does he have? No idea. How many do I want him to have? I want him to have 4. If he has 4, do I know what we can make? So, let's find out. Partner, how many aces you got? Now, Gerber is just the same as Blackwood, except it's different with its starting point. Gerber is not a 4 no trump bid. Gerber is 1 no trump pass 4 clubs. And the steps are the same. 4 diamonds is the cheapest step. That's going to be 0 or 4. You will know the difference. Is it possible my partner has 0 aces? No. Okay, 4 hearts is 1, 4 spades is 2, and 4 no trump is 3. So I've got this hand. My partner bids 4 spades. How many aces does he have?
2.
He's got 2. What contract do I want to be in? Yeah, 3 no trump. Oops. And that's actually fun. Partner bids 4 spades showing 2. Okay. When I bid 4 clubs, I told him, partner, all I need to do is know how many aces and how many kings you got, and I can place this contract. Okay. So if I bid 5 diamonds, what am I telling my partner? I want to play 5 diamonds. If I bid 4 no trump, what am I telling my partner? I want to play 4 no trump. 4 no trump actually might be the right bid on this hand. Might not be. Okay, because my partner could be wide open in one of the majors. But if I want to be in 5 diamonds, I can bid 5 diamonds. Does that make some sense? Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
My partner opens a no, I say 2 clubs, says 2 hearts. Is 4 clubs still Gerber?
Yep. Gerber, and that's a great question. We can end on this. Most people tend to play Gerber over an opening no trump or the last no trump. So if I open no trump at some point in the auction, you bid 4 clubs, that's Gerber. Okay? 1 no trump, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 4 clubs. Without an agreement otherwise, 4 clubs would be how many aces you got. Okay? Gerber's over first or last no trump. There are other uses for that bid. If you're playing Gerber, it is vitally important that your partner is also playing Gerber. Okay? Is there another question? Yes, sir.
If your partner opens with a suit, and you're ready, and you like the suit, you know that's going to be your suit, and you think you have slam possibility, is it okay to go to Gerber instead of no trump to keep it lower?
No. His question was, if my partner opens 1 spade, and I know we're going to be in, I'm interested in spades, could I bid 4 clubs and have that agreement that that is ace asking? The answer to the question is yes. If you and your partner decide that 4 clubs is always ace asking, we live in America, you're allowed to do that. I would encourage you not to do that because you will find that there are other uses for this bid that will benefit you, and you have 4 no trump that will allow you to get where you need to be as far as asking for aces. Yes, yes, ma'am.
If you were to do that and make that a very unique 4 clubs between you and your partner, do you have to alert or anything?
Actually, you do, and we'll wrap with this. At the end of any ace asking auction, okay, declarer should say, we had an ace asking auction. And if they want to know what it was, they can ask. And if not, you've let them know that you've had an ace asking auction.
That's when it's finished.
When it's finished, yes, sir.
You don't say alert, you just
No, you don't say alert. Any bid over 4 clubs, by definition, is not alert, unless it's an immediate split. Yes, sir.
If your partner opens will say a spade, and then you say 2 no trump, then this is 4 club bid, asking for aces.
It would tend to be. Okay, 1 spade, 2 no trump. Gerber's on over first and last. So yeah, 4 clubs would tend to be Gerber. And it doesn't always have to be a jump. 1 spade, 3 no trump. 4 clubs, Gerber. Okay, good questions. And it's time to play bridge. Good luck, play well.
Okay. 4 and 4.
What's that?
4 and 4.
Hmm?